Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my first story time. Today, I'll be telling you the story about how I got arrested. So some of you all know, I was arrested early last year, around February 20th I think. I don't remember the date exactly, which is kind of bad. Alright, but anyways, I was arrested because a lot of bad decisions led into a fun story. So today I'm going to tell you that fun story. So, to start this story off, let me give you a little bit of background. This was during my rebellious stage. I was doing stuff I shouldn't, hanging out with people that I shouldn't, and one of them invited me to come over to their house, and we were gonna smoke some of that grass, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so I went over to their house. They had like a house and a boat in the back. I drove over. We went over to the boat, we started passing around a blunt. You know, I was hitting that, alright? So we passed that around. And then they bring out this magical contraption called a bong. I'm not a loser. I'd never hit a bong in my life, but I was gonna try it. So they pass it to me and I go, I didn't really take a big hit. I didn't know what I was doing. I passed it around. Well, one of the guys there, he called me a wimp. And you know what? I'm not taking none of that. I was not gonna have this man call me a wimp for the size of a hit I just took. So I went, alright, pass it to me. He passed it to me. I grabbed it. I went, felt so good about myself. Felt like the king, you know? So then, I'm sitting there. I'm feeling fine. I'm starting to feel relaxed, you know? I'm like, oh, this is great. Then I stare at one location for probably maybe a minute. But
the way it affected me made me feel like I stared at that location for like 3 hours.
So my mind's like, you just stared at one location for 3 hours. Also, how are y'all still on the same blunt for 3 hours? So then, I'm freaking out. One of them notices that I'm freaking out. He's like, dude, you okay? I'm like, and he's like, alright, how about you go inside, rest it off? Because I was supposed to spend the night. So he's like, just go inside, go to sleep, you'll feel better. So I stand up, and I start walking, you know, off the boat, and start walking towards the house. But my hand, right here, it just brushes my pocket. And it feels this key in there. And my mind just goes, there's a car key. Why don't you go get in your car and drive? So I start walking straight to my car. And I get in my car, I crank that sucker up, fasten my seatbelts. One of them sees me cranking the car and they're like, what the heck is he doing? So they run off the boat. I start driving around their house. And there's a driveway, there's their house, I'm going behind the house. One of them runs up to the driveway to stop me. But I don't decide to go to the driveway and drive up the driveway. I decide to drive up an embankment, get air, and then land on the road and just gun it down the road. I am driving down a curvy road, swerving, minding my own business, just in my own place. At some point I turn around on that road. I don't remember doing that, but apparently I did. They tried to follow me, but they took a wrong turn. Then they turned around and I turned around. They're flashing their lights, they're honking their horns, they're calling my phone. I'm not noticing any of it. I am so far gone, I'm just like, I'm just driving. I'm going, I'm swerving, I keep going. There's a mailbox to my right. So I turn. But as I turn, I'm still focusing on the mailbox. I'm still watching the mailbox, making sure I don't hit that mailbox. And then I look, and then right as my mind went, oh look, there's a building, I'm smashing into a building. So I just barrel through, straight through a shed. Like just two walls of the shed have two big holes in them. I go straight through it, smash the car into a ditch. So now I am inside a car that has just been totaled in a ditch. I get out of the car, I'm looking at this wreck. Fight or flight kicks in and I go, there's nothing to fight. Like I can't fix the problem. So I ran from it. I start booking it down the road. I am running as fast as I can, just booking it. Alright? Back at the car wreck, the people that were following me, one of them jumps out of the car, goes over to the wreck, and they see there's a wrecked car, and my body is nowhere to be found. So they're like, what the heck is happening? They call 911. I'm running down the road. A police car passes me with its lights, but just doesn't care about me. Keeps going. And then in my mind, I'm like, the best way to get down. The best way to get down is either to shower or to sleep. And there's not a shower anywhere nearby, but there's a cozy ditch. So I decide I'm gonna just rest up, lay down in a ditch, have a good old nap. I'm laying in the ditch. Then an officer wakes me up from my nap. The rude man then puts me in his car with some handcuffs. We drive back to the wreck. This is almost the end of the story, but my favorite part as an officer, they keep accusing me of drunk driving and driving while high. Because most people, when they drive while high, don't get in such bad accidents. Most people who drive under the influence of alcohol do. They get in really bad ones. So they're accusing me of drunk driving. So one of them comes up to me, and he goes, "Sir, have you had anything to drink tonight?" And I look at him in the eyes, just deadpan. Don't smile, don't laugh. I'm trying to take it as serious as possible. And in my state, I was like, have I had anything to drink? So I look at him and I go, I had a water about an hour ago. And so, I went to jail that night, and that's the story of how I got arrested. The moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen, is don't get caught. See you next week.